still very early in the season here, but teams, Greg, beginning to hit their stride and get into a rhythm.
And the same can be said for the younger talent. The rookies are shaking off those debut jitters and starting to show us what they can really do.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Vucevic is out there at DeRozan. And it's Alex Caruso. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Levine at the 3 spot.
Easy to understand why people love watching MP play, especially when he's catching and firing like this.
Now here's Ball. Levine deciding where to go with it. Just 5 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
And he knocks down the first one.
Guys, I've got to say, one of the things I love the most about the Toronto Raptors, how special their fan base is. Really, when you think about it, Canada much more associated with the great sport of hockey, but they love professional basketball.
Ball hits them both. Oh, you're right. This fan base here in Toronto is terrific and certainly gets excited to cheer on their Raptors. They love them.
They do, and their theme is, quote, "We the North." You can truly tell how much these fans love the Raptors. Remember the scene in Jurassic Park outside the stadium, that special area when the finals were going on in 2019. It was pure pandemonium.
Now Siakam after Zach LaVine missed from long range. Inside from the line, Siakam good.
Now this guy continues to build his offensive skill set. Pascal Siakam with the mid-range jumper.
Ball, the pass to Levine. The dish to Vucevic. Back to Levine. The pass to DeRozan. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, passing windows open up for Zach LaVine.
Van Vliet kicks to Jackson. They get a hand on it. Caruso with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Levine, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Bulls have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%. Kevin, what's so impressive to me about Levine? It's the all-around play. He affects the game across the board. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Jackson's gone 2 for 3 from deep. Pass to Caruso. And here's Levine. Pass to Vucevic. To the middle. And that one's good. Caruso. And Levine's efficient as well.
And good shooting numbers, no doubt. Last year, he cut back on the turnovers. And, boy, he's still young. There's still tons of upside to be had.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
And here is Ball. Following the three-pointer by MP. Back to Ball. And stolen by Siakam. It's deflected. And they'll get another chance. Back to Jackson from deep three-point range. No good. And Chicago will go the other way with it. Here's Ball. Passes it to Caruso. All sorts of time. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Raptors leading by 3. Jackson passes to Barnes. That one goes in.
And that is the unselfishness you love to see. MP, do your thing.
And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. You know, Greg, we talk a lot about Ball's offense, but his defense is just as important to this team.
Oh, Kevin, very disruptive. He has terrific positional size, and he can anticipate where the offense is going.
Bulls making a switch here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Javonte Green, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Kobe White in for Alex Caruso. Now Green following the three-point attempt by MP. White wide open. He fired. True on the 14-footer.
Boy, you love to see this level of awareness from a big like Drummond. How about that feed to his teammate?
Jackson finds Young. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's on an open. To the paint. Here's Benton. Young trying to break free. And easy 2 points on the layup.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Now here's Green. Dishes to Williams. White against Jackson. Drummond trying to get himself free. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Bringing a competitive energy to the defensive end. White stays connected to his man and plays with active hands.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of... Now for the Raptors, Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Precious Achiuwa. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Barnes. And MP, he's subbed in for Anunoby. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Green comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Kobe White. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Ball and LaVine are the guard set. Green is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Williams at the small forward. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much.
Well, we know that Fred VanVleet can be relied upon to find the open man. This guy's so consistently good at it.
Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. Pretty refreshing approach.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's the pass to Jackson. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. Jackson's got it all tied up now for the Raptors.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Pass to Drummond. Over Young. And it's Drummond missing.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Pass to Jackson. Passes it to Boucher. And here's Jackson. He's covered by Ball. 6 on the shot clock. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Levine. Takes it off the glass. And that's now 9 points for Zach Levine.
Length, athleticism, the ability to work in the painted area, so important to Zach Levine.
Jackson from long range. Again, the miss by Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Rolls ahead, leading by just 2. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. MP really making a difference here.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Boy, he's been aggressive looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
We've got Fred VanVleet. Achua is out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's MP. And it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Here's Boucher, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Wow, Chris Boucher using that length to finish on the interior. Nice shot.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And there's the pass to Jackson. Got a piece of it. For the lead. A new 14 for the Raptors.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Vucevic, that one, no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game? Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit. Boy, guys, when you think about the prototypical modern wing, Scotty Barnes, the reigning Rookie of the Year, certainly fits that mold. Already proving to be a well-rounded two-way player.
Heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket. And with Barnes, he's only scratching the surface of how good he can be.
GA, there is no question about that. Barnes is on the fast track to becoming a star. Why? Because he can score, defend, rebound, and even serve as a playmaker if need be. This is about developing those skills continuously and becoming more consistent.
And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it. Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. It's so hard, isn't it, Doris, to define Scotty Barnes' position? Point forward would probably, I guess that'd be correct.
I guess, Kev, and it almost doesn't matter, right? Because what we know about Scotty Barnes is he's got big-time talent. He can make plays, he can get downhill, he can rebound and run with the...
Substitution on the court.
Outside ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Toronto. Ball hits them both. You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
And you need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time.
There's Jackson with the 3. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got 5 assists tonight.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Lobbed up there for Drummond. Poked loose. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And the Raptors making a change here. Achua's checked in.
Precious Achua.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Green finds Williams. It's Levine atop the key. Clock at 4. Baseline try. Good. He hits the jump shot. Levine's got 11.
How about that showmanship? Levine there with the great dribble move.
VanVleet passes to Jackson. Offline with his 3.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Good on the bucket. Levine's got the lead up to 7 now for Chicago.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Bulls lead by 7. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
We got to now start to anchor down defensively right now. Trust each other and trust the load. It's not just one-on-one defense. It's together.
A little help from your friends. This is what Billy wants. He wants a lot of communication, wants teamwork. And guys, you were talking during that break. Do you think his team is listening?
You know, you also have to credit the other team. And I always say, you know, they get checks on the 1st and 15th also. I mean, the offensive play calling is having an effect. And let's just see how they respond.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. So for Chicago right now, Alex Caruso out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. 9 feet out. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You guys, a big part of what makes MP special is his incredible work ethic. This is a guy just always in hustle mode every play, trying to do more for his team. And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half. But he's just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
The Bulls leading by 7. Over in the corner, Caruso. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. VanVleet passes to Jackson. Here's Siakam. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. DeRozan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. LaVine gets to DeRozan. Pass the ball. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. And now it's a 9-point Bulls lead Outside Jackson. Pass to Siakam. Shoots over DeRozan on the money from 12 feet away.
Now, this is such a critical component to Siakam's game. The face-up ability, nicely done on the jump shot.
Ball, the pass to Vucevic. Here's DeRozan. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
DeRozan against Siakam. Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Stolen by Ball.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
It's the quickness of Ball that's a problem for defenders. Solid at finding ways to get fouled on the way up.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Outside Jackson. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. The Bulls leading by 10. Here's Caruso. And the layup's good off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Down low. And Ball slams it in.
How about the focus here from Ball on offense? Constantly looking for ways to score. Feels like he can get any shot he wants.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Jackson with it. Barnes looking around. They need this. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Ball against Van Vliet. Here's DeRozan. Vucevic trying to get open. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Ball.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Chicago.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though. Whenever things started to look a little dire, and really put the hammer down.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Lonzo Ball.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
Outside, Ball. Pass to Levine. 59 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Fires for 3. Siakam pulls it in. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. Barnes, it's good.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.